Good morning from snowy Colorado. We got our first few inches of snow. I am on the road with some morning appointments on my way to a closing, so I thought I would film my video in the car. But I'm getting a lot of responses. How the videos come to fruition is I feel like I get a lot of topics at once, maybe even just like 3 objections, and I'm like, maybe other people have questions on this too. So, how much does your realtor need to know about your personal financials when helping you in a transaction? And the answer is zip. We need to know nothing. As soon as you tell us that you have picked a lender, of course, we can make lender recommendations. We all have preferred lenders that we work with. Assuming that you've picked a competent lender that knows what they're doing, their word becomes gold. So if they say that you're pre-qualified to X, fantastic. I do need to know what type of loan you're getting, whether it's a conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, jumbo loan. I do have to put the type of loan within the body of the contract. I also need to put a dollar figure within the offer. So we move forward in good faith. The buyer submits an offer through their agent to the listing side saying, I am willing to do XYZ in order to buy your home, and that includes paying 10% down, to use a whole number. Seller said, okay, that sounds good to me. You have a pre-qualification letter from a lender. That's fine. Oftentimes, with jumbo loans, the listing side will want to see you source your down payment. So they'll want proof of funds, as long as as well as your pre-qualification letter. So they'll want to verify your funds. Because, I mean, if you're putting more than a few $100,000 down, it's very reasonable for the listing side to want to prove it. But other than that, everyone moves forward in good faith that buyer's going to do X, seller's going to do X, and then on closing day, they're going to exchange the property. So, buyers, the buyer's agent should know nothing about your personal financials. As long as we know that everything is progressing in the direction that it needs to go, that's all that we do. On the listing side, again, I don't need to know anything. I do have a form that I fill out with you to make sure that we're all free of liens and encumbrances. Is there anything that I need to know as I start to market this home? Like if I bring you an offer for $300,000, do you have enough money to pay the realtors, to pay the closing costs, to get this to closing, or are you going to be in a deficit? So that's really all on the listing side. I will see how much money that you're making if you've owned the property for a long time, because that will show up on the settlement statement. But you need to keep your agents out of your personal financials. I am happy to be a resource for you. I am happy to give advice on what I would do in a certain scenario. I'm happy to put you in contact with XYZ to help your transaction be smoother. But I'm not a financial advisor. No realtors are, and we are happy to hear you vent, but you do not need to share your personal financials with us. We can keep that very surface level. Let's talk about the granite countertops. Let's talk about the remodel you're going to do. Let's talk about your kids' schools. We don't need to dive into your financials. Leave that with your financial planner, your accountants, your CPAs, and hope that clears up questions on how much agents need to know about your money. Not much. Very little. Actually, none. I hope you have a wonderful day and stay safe on the roads.